Good morning, everyone. I'm gonna try this again. How I hope all is well, and we didn't have the volume on the broadcast earlier, so I want to make sure that we are very. Okay. Good. I have it now. Thank you for being here, and I hope that those that were here come back. So I was trying to get my volume here together. So, want to talk to you about some things about your ideas. I know everybody is getting ready to make New Year's resolutions. We're thinking about the new year. We're thinking about a reflection on doing some things differently in our lives and in our world. But I want to share with you if you have some ideas for 2022. I want to talk about them a little bit. And basically, what I love talking about is your strategies for your business, for leaving generational wealth, for leaving something behind with your name on it, letting us know that you were here and you used all of your gifts, talents, and your calling to do good in the world, and monetize it at the same time. So we're not just talking about motivating you to just give away things and not, being compensated for it, because the Bible says in the word of God, it says, Deuteronomy 8:18, you have the ability to create wealth, and your ability is not limited to others' opinions, others, whatever of you. It's just not. I'm sorry. Newsflash. It's just not. So we're gonna get the intro in, and then we're gonna get back and we're gonna talk about some things. And hey, like I said, thanks for those that are here in the replay arena. I appreciate you for being here, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to what I have to say here this morning about some things about ideas. And I'm going to go over a list with you. I'm going to give you a list. Maybe you can write a few of them down, and maybe it's something that you want for your business, okay? Or your business idea if you don't have one already. Alrighty. And we're going to talk about how to grow your business too. So we're going to talk about a lot of things this morning, so just get something to write with. We don't know how long I keep this up, because this is going to be valuable information that I want to give you free. And these are some things that I do share in my classes and in my one-on-one coaching. So, but I just want to be able to get your juices to flowing, get your mind to thinking, get your mind to just really stay into the energy level of you being a, a success beyond 2021. I put up a post a few days ago and I said, you don't want to take your old mindset into 2022. Are you going to take your mindset into 2022? I asked that question. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to be able to get out here and make things happen. So this is what we're going to do now. Is we're going to talk about it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, thank you for being here once again. And those that are listening to the replay, please share this out. Now, first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about what you need to be doing. You don't want your ideas to go when you leave this earth. They always say the graveyard is full of ideas. You know why? Because a lot of us, we had ideas and we didn't act upon them. Maybe because we were discouraged, maybe because we were around people that didn't keep us motivated, in a sense that didn't believe in us. So our level of motivation didn't go as far as it could have gone, because we were around people that did value what we had to offer. Some of us were in a household with people like that. We grew up around parents maybe didn't understand and didn't keep you encouraged, or whatever the case may be. And you just didn't get that support that you would, you needed to nourish your gifts and your callings and your talents, or whatever. You didn't have a father like Serena and Venus Williams, that he saw he had a 75 year plan out for his girls, and he woke up every day and took action on that. So maybe we don't have anybody in our lives like that, but there is hope. There is definitely a way to make things happen. It's all up to us. We can't make excuses now because we don't have anybody that can, talk to us and keep us pumped up and encouraged. Now we have no excuses. We have enough out here to just, communities. We have enough people, organizations, groups, whatever you want to, wherever your support system you would like it to be. We have enough now that, hey, we can have that support to keep us motivated. So the people that we were around, whether we were brought up around them, and they don't understand our vision, or, other people that we now can be around like-minded people. That's all I'm saying. But there's a thing that Les Brown said one time, and he says, about our visions and our ideas and our dreams, they're in the graveyard, what I was just, embarking on a few minutes ago. Imagine, if you will, you being on your deathbed, and standing around your bed is the ghost of the ideas, the dreams, the abilities, and and sorry for that. And that for whatever reason, you never acted on those ideas. You never pursued that dream. You never used those talents. You never saw leadership. You never saw you never used your voice. You never wrote that book that you wanted to write. And there, standing before you around your bed, on your deathbed, with those large angry eyes, saying, we came here only to give you life. We came here and only you could have given us life. Talking about the ideas. Now we must die with you forever. So you don't want your ideas and the spirit of your purpose and your gifts and your talents and your callings to be, oh man, I left here in regret because I didn't do what I came here to do. I didn't do what I was purposely born to do. I didn't do what I was here to manifest into the world, all because of my low self-esteem, all because of my doubt in myself, all because of the things I've been through in my past, all because I just didn't know how to get out of the rut I was in. All because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person that is out here worrying about you not living what you were meant to do, what you were meant to create, the things that you were meant to be, and you didn't give yourself enough credit or help or seek the things that made you better as an individual. Because let's keep it real, people. In life, we are going to go through ups and downs. We're going to go through trials and tribulations. We're going to be encountered with people that can be mean-spirited, that can be abusive, verbally and physically. We can go through trauma. We can't allow it doing what we want to do and what we need to do to move our lives into the life that it's supposed to be. So we have to get the motivation from somewhere. And if it's encouraging ourselves, whatever it is, whatever you need to do, just do it. Because I know the world has ideas, but we know, being realistic, everybody is not going to operate in those gifts and those talents and those calls. Everybody's not going to operate in them. But we would hope that the majority do what they need to do, right? We would hope that. Now, without me just talking about that, let me get into further of some of the things that, or business ideas that I think that, maybe some of you, whatever you're doing in your profession, on your jobs, if you're working, that is an indicator. If that's something that you like to do, that's an indicator that you can possibly do that on your, in a business on your own. And there are companies that will need the service that you have to offer. They really are. So what I would do here is give you and go over a few things with you right now, that is going to be some ideas for you. Maybe some of them may be a few for you, and maybe some of them won't. But in the event that they do, we'll keep on searching, we'll keep on coming up with our own ideas, right? So now, one of the things that I do want to share with you is, okay, one of the businesses is kind of like, your, let's say, a B2B, a business, business, like a business service, or something like that. Okay, these are some business ideas. A virtual assistant. It can be a virtual call center. You can now, because of things have shifted so much, you can work from home. You can do, you don't have to be in the brick and mortar for some of these specific ideas. Another one is going to be online bookkeeping, and that is going to be, maybe some of you guys know how to be a language translation, doing language translation and things like that. Opening up an online store. Affiliate marketing is something that is really, up and on the rise. And opening up businesses in the, brick and mortar, like, maybe salons, restaurants, being in a niche setting of that, having a consulting business that can be online. If you, whatever your profession is, you can possibly, if you have enough knowledge and, on it, and if there are any certifications that you've gotten along the way, you can be a consultant in that particular industry, writing books on that industry. And that's another one I definitely want to kind of like elaborate on a little bit. Anything that you have, you can write a book on it. Like I have a few books on, because I'm in the beauty industry, and I have a few books out there on specific things in the beauty industry, just strictly talking to the people that are having those problems and issues that, even, my hair care line that I have out, I realize that there's a lot of people that deal with hair growth issues because we buy too much hair weave and things like that, and we don't worry about caring for our hair. So when you can't afford those things, or if those things get to be costly for you, then I'm here to help those that want to just be able to take care of their hair more. So I'm just giving you that as an example of my niche. And being an expert in other areas, like anything in technology, if this is one of your stronger areas, having a business incubator, having security services, things that are needed, and you can find out through different platforms. And I do have, if you go to you click the link in my bio, I do have all sorts of resources that can give you this, in more in depth, and a little bit more of the information in more in depth of, how to go about searching these things and finding out, you know, if I gotta have an idea, how I can narrow it down. Or either you can come see me for a business strategy, for a strategy session. So it's totally up to you. Being a social media consultant now, because social media is very, 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 very on the horizon for future, advancement. Anybody, those that are good with English, writing content for businesses. A lot of people don't have the time of day, and they are outsourcing a lot of things in their business. So these are some things that you may help, even in ministry. Let me break this down. Like, say for instance, if there's someone good that they say their gift and calling may be prophecy, or whatever it may be. It may be writing daily words for people. I have a friend of mine. She sends out every Tuesday. She sends out a word of encouragement each week on a Tuesday. And, that for her is, she's definitely very, very disciplined in that area, and she's seeking God for her clarity on what to produce each week for those in her, in her circle. And she can always eventually use that when she go to speaking engagements, and maybe pass that out or create that into a book form. And each year she does it, or however each month she does it, she can, and I've talked to her about this as well, she can also, maybe distribute it to people, or in the event, maybe have her little package, and each month name each one of them of whatever theme she have, things like that. So it's, there's no limit to what we can do. And then also a next thing, podcasting, also blogging. These are ideas and things, whatever your idea is. Some of these can be sub topics or sub businesses, an extra stream of income to add on to your major business that you always have. So when because you always want to let people know that you exist, over not just one narrow platform. You want to let people know you are here for them, because trust me and believe, there are a segment group of people that need certain different industries, in the genres. Everybody is, people are different. And so your business, your niche can serve someone, or your business idea can serve someone that need what you have. Just sit down and think. We're not talking about your neighbor, not talking about your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother. Just think about some of the ideas that you have been thinking about. What are they? Sit down and write them. Write them down. And some of these things I just said, if you have been taking notes, listen and use those and kind of like pair them together and see, well, how can I do this and how can this add to that? How can it come together that my idea can be a part of creating a podcast or creating or writing a book about it, different things. There are 365 days in a year, and leap years 366. Okay. So we have time. We can make time. We can make our time. We can't create and we can't create time. We can operate. Let's say we can operate within time and do these things and make them happen for ourselves. There is no shortage of you getting out here and living in your gifting and your callings. Your ideas are, I'm telling you, y'all probably, some of you that is listening to me, y'all probably have some ideas that will blow some of us. We'll blow our minds. And yet, here again, something has stopped you from creating that into the world. Let's say, for instance, if it's someone that has overcome a drug addiction, overcome certain things, get out there and share your story. Share it with someone that you can make a business out of just what you've gone through in your life, people. I'm not afraid and ashamed of things that I've gone through in mine. And I get inboxes, DM all the time when people tell me that know me. I'm so proud of you, Sandy. I thank them for it. It's not that I need to hear that from them, but it feels good to hear that from somebody that can say, okay, they see the growth in me, or they see that, oh, wow, I like what she's doing. And people can tell when you're full of BS and when you're not. They can tell when you're genuine. But then you're going to have some people that are haters, and they're going to say, who is that? What they think they doing? Who are they? This, that, and the other. Don't worry about those people. Those people are not happy with themselves. If you have enough time to be following and worrying about somebody else's situation and circumstances, you're not even operating into what you need to be doing. You're not operating into your gifts and your callings and your talents. You are behind already when you're worrying about what's going on with someone else. So, here again, just keep you and keep your ideas in front of you. Keep things that's going to mean something to you. Keep those things in the forefront of your everyday walk, your everyday, checklist of things that you need to be doing and walking in your gifts and your talents and your callings. So I just want to share those things, those ideas with you. I hope you wrote them down, and then I hope you remember what I said about your ideas. See where they can be a complementary add on to what you are already thinking about doing. And in 2022, you'll be ahead of the game. Don't wait until the beginning. Don't wait until the beginning of the year to start planning and sitting, thinking about what you're going to do differently, or what some of your goals or dreams of, or things are going to be and what you're going to be doing. do them now. Continue to be all that you can be, and make sure that you're operating into everything that you need to be operating into. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's all I want to say right now, and I will see you on another day this week. Okay. Yes. And until next time, just remember that you have everything before you. Taking actions is that's the caveat to it all. Just taking action and having a structured plan to get there. If you need me, Biz Strategist Sandy, I'm always here for your business planning needs. Okay. All righty. And I hope something I said that can kind of help you a little bit. But those are just a few business ideas. It's not the end all be all, but those are just a few that I think was the top of mind. And, if you were in a session with me, I would give you that advice. Okay. Alrighty. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Okay.